Na 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 na. Bruce Wayne. Hi everyone, I'm Jacob. I'm the Cowhat Librarian. And this was an unexpected treat. It's Bruce Wayne Not Super by Stuart Gibbs and with art by Berat Peckmezci. Now, you might be more familiar with Stuart Gibbs from his other novels, notably the Spy School series that is at least 5 or 6 books now. I thoroughly enjoyed the first one, enjoyed the second or third, and sort of fell off after that personally, but nonetheless it was an interesting series. This one's a little different. It's a graphic novel, and Bruce Wayne attends Gotham Prep, a school for superheroes. Well, they're not superheroes yet. They're just people with powers. People like Clark Kent, who's strong and has X-ray vision, and Diana Prince, and people like Wally West, and John Stewart, and the like. And Bruce Wayne is the only one who doesn't have powers. Well, not superpowers. He does have a power. The power of money that his parents donated to the school many years ago. Bruce isn't really sure what to do with his life because he doesn't have powers, but he wants to do something meaningful. He wants to make the world a better place, something that all these kids with superpowers have no concept of. Clark Kent uses his X-ray vision to embarrass Bruce by telling people what type of underwear he's wearing, for crying out loud. Well, during an incident at the playground, Bruce inadvertently saves a girl from a bully. He has his hood pulled up over his head and he spins around and knocks over a bully who is bugging her. And the bully leaves and the girl's grateful. And she asks why he did it. And he looks around and he sees a sign with the rules for the playground. No dogs, no smoking, no vigilantes. And he gets an idea from this. So he heads home and tries to recruit Alfred into his efforts to become a hero, one based on a scary animal. And so he pulls a book down from a shelf, the world's scariest animals, and promptly comes up with a half dozen of the most embarrassing would-be hero costumes you've ever seen, and finally settles on a bat once a bat flies in and scares Alfred. Then he needs a secret lair, and he figures he's going to put all the important stuff right there near the pile of bat guano. And he needs to develop special weapons and tools like batarang and bat shark repellent and a bat. And Alfred puts the kibosh on all of this. He is a major stick in the mud in this book until something big happens. And Bruce gets wind of a robbery attempt by Bane and Jack Napier at Gotham Prep, and he wants to stop it. This was fantastic. I genuinely laughed out loud while reading this, and my wife had to stop reading on her phone and look over and say, "What are you laughing at?" multiple times while I was reading this. It was so good. It takes the entire mythos of Batman, flips it on its head, and just presents it as a thing to be ridiculed. And it is wonderful. It's downright hilarious seeing all the nonsense that comes up between Bruce Wayne trying to come up with gadgets and his rationale for being a vigilante, and all the other students at the school who, even if they should be heroes, are jerks. It is funny seeing Clark Kent be just a jock who picks on people. It's hilarious. I loved it. The art style is really, really fun. It's bright and colorful, and there are lots of neat little cues in the artwork as to who these characters are and who they could grow up to be, and just nailing the atmosphere of some of the seedier parts of Gotham, like Crime Alley and the like. It was wonderful. And if you like superheroes at all, you'll like this. If you like the Teen Titans Go series and how it spoofs superhero shows, you'll find a lot to like in this book. Now, with that said, it's not quite perfect. There are spoilers ahead because I have to talk about the deal breakers. Bane and Jack Napier are attempting to rob from the school, and Bruce breaks out of his mansion and takes his stuff to go thwart their attempt, and he does it, and he gives a big speech where he tries to encourage the other students to be heroes too, and Clark Kent says, nah, I'd rather be a football player, in essence. And it's wonderful and very, very funny, and Stuart Gibbs set it up for sequel, which is wonderful, and I'm looking forward to it. My only complaint is that if you weren't familiar with the characters, if you weren't already familiar with the DC universe and knowing things like who Selena Kyle is, and that Jon Stewart is a Green Lantern, and who Jack Napier is, and why Bane is so fearsome, if you didn't know those things, you'd miss a lot of the story. For people who've been reading DC Comics or are familiar with the various animated shows and whatnot, there's a lot to like here. I wouldn't recommend this to anyone who didn't have at least a passing familiarity with the DC universe, beyond maybe watching Justice League. They need a little more than that to appreciate what's going on here. But for those who do, it is a treat. Go borrow it from your local public library. While I'm on that topic, if you use and appreciate the services offered by your public library, why not take just 1 minute and tell the powers that be exactly that? Tell your mayor, tell a council member, tell your MP or MLA that you use and appreciate the services offered by your public library. We're at a time where some public libraries are having trouble finding sustainable funding to improve the quality of the materials, programs, and services they offer. And a few good words in the right ears might make a world of difference. And if by some chance you happen to be a library staff member, don't forget, watching my videos counts as professional development time. With that, thanks for listening to me talk about how funny this graphic novel was. By all means, please like, please subscribe, and please check back and see what else I have to talk about from the Cowhat Library. Thank you. Bye now.